I'm Will Brown, and I am a student in the MPhil in Modern British History program here at Cambridge, and very excited to be working at the Churchill Archives Centre in depth for my project, which is on Winston Churchill's 1944 and 1945 speeches and their later legacy. So I will be headed back to the United States to teach high school history, so basically 15 to 17-year-olds as they're getting ready to go to university next year. I'll be teaching modern world history, and so with any sort of modern world history course, I think there's the opportunity to showcase what an emphasis Churchill had on the 20th century. One way that I've done this in the past is to bring in actual physical documents. I think it's always best if students get to see documents hands-on. The Churchill Archives Centre actually has a number of brilliant teaching resources that are readily available on the website. And so when I was teaching over the past 2 years in Washington, D.C., I did an activity with my students where I sort of had a virtual field trip to the Churchill Archives Centre. We used Google Earth and we visited the center and watched a video about sort of how it might look to do archival research. And then I passed out a printed out version of an activity that was found online on the website. And specifically that was on Churchill's views on appeasement. There are basically 8 documents there, and it gives a sense to what extent was Churchill alone in voicing warnings about the dangers of appeasement in the 1930s, to what extent maybe were there some others who were also supporting his position, but maybe it wasn't a widespread or common position. And so students were able to be very hands-on in that regard, and I'd like to integrate something like that again, whether it's that same resource or perhaps a different one from the set of resources.